So what is WordPress? Why should you use WordPress? I'm going to try to answer those questions here for you really quick. First of all, WordPress is a content management system, otherwise known as a CMS. It's been around for a long, long time, like all the way back into like the world of Joomla. Like that was like one of the first content management systems. But WordPress is one of two major ones. The first one is, of course, WordPress with 33% of all the websites in the whole wide world. Secondly, we have Drupal. You're going to use Drupal more if you're like a corporation and you have like web apps going on, that kind of thing. So we're not going to worry about that one right now. We're going to answer about what and why of WordPress. The thing about content management systems is the reason that they are so important and so vital to small businesses is because they allow you to go in and make edits yourself. You don't need to know code. You don't need to know any kind of backend stuff. You don't need to know about servers. You don't need to know JavaScript, HTML, CSS, like all of the things that are used to build that website. You don't need to know any of it. If you can use Microsoft Word, you can use a content management system. Now, the reason that WordPress is so great, it's been around for freaking ever. WordPress has been around so long and so many sites have been developed with it that it has just become very user-friendly. All you do is you go into your admin, you log in, you navigate to what page you want to edit, you click into that page, you make your edits to it, and you hit save or update or publish if it's a new page, and boom, it's live. That's all there is to it. And the actual editor of it, what's called a WYSIWYG, what you see is what you get. It is so easy to use. It is so simple. All of your stuff is pre-styled. You can't go in and say, I want this to be this font size, I want my subheaders to look like this different way. All that is set over here in like a customized panel, and different themes do that in a different way. So I can't really tell you because I don't know what theme you're gonna have. There's like an options menu in the theme, and you go into that options menu and you set what colors you want, what typography you want, how big you want things to be, what colors you want them to be. You set all that, and then it's site-wide. So as you're going through and writing up your blog post, all you need to do is say, okay, I want this one to be a header 1, this one to be a header 2, I want this one to be a header 3, I want this to be bullet points, and then when you hit publish, all the colors, styles, and fonts that you have already set up are going to be applied to that document. If you've decided that your H1s, your header 1s, the biggest one, it goes from large to small. So H1 being your largest, let's say we made it blue and it's 30-point font and it's Times New Roman. For all of our H1s are all going to be that style set. And the same thing for your H2s and H3s, H4s, headers 1, 2, and 3, and 4. What that does is it ensures consistency throughout your whole site, which is so important for users. Guys, I could go on for days about how consistency is so important on a website. So it's a good thing that WordPress does this, and they do it on purpose for the users. And the reason that that's important is partly because WordPress is as big as it is. Google likes them because they're so popular, they're so easy to use, and they're designed to be Google friendly. So right out of the gate, just by using a WordPress website, you're already going to have a leg up on maybe somebody that doesn't, just because the site is already kind of set up to receive Google's goodwill, for lack of a better way to explain it. One of the main reasons that you should use a content management system like WordPress and Drupal over, say, Wix or Squarespace, it's not that these aren't good options. If you want to do something that you are comfortable with, that is the most important thing. You need to go with what you are comfortable with. If you I get Wix, I understand Wix, go with Wix. If you don't make progress and get your content out on the web, it does nothing for you. So don't let technology be a hurdle here. If you're just like, I can't do this, Wendy, go with Wix, go with Squarespace. That is what's important here. However, there is a big bonus for using WordPress. One of the main things you have to remember with WordPress is that it is open source. Anybody can use the software. It's free for anybody to use, to manipulate the code however you want to, and then use it commercially or privately if you're just trying to do like a personal blog, that kind of thing. You put your blog posts up, those go into a database, and inside that database is what WordPress uses to pull content out and put your theme around it and make the website pretty and all that stuff, but your words are there. So that database and all those files that make up WordPress are together on your website. When you do your own self-hosted WordPress website, all those files, you can just take those down and go on a different playground. Well, let's say your hosting company is going out, but you've been really good and you've got your backups of your website ready to go. What happens is, let's say that hosting company just overnight disappears. All you need to do is go to another hosting company, get an account, upload your files, and boom, your website's back live within an hour. It's so easy to migrate a website. It's easy. You have ownership of that content. Now let's say you have your stuff over on Wix. Well, Wix disappears, right? Your website goes with it. You want to have control over your files. That's what it comes down to. You want to have control over your stuff so that if something does happen, you can just go grab your files, go somewhere else, and continue your website thriving. That's all there is to it. It's just another way to have more control over your intellectual property just by being able to have it consistently available to you. Those are the two main reasons. One, Google really likes it. Two, they're your files. You can do with your files whatever you want to do with them. They're right there. You just download them just like you would download a picture off the internet and then go. It's that simple. Now, if you are interested in setting up your own WordPress site, I'm going to tell you that down in the description box below and it pinned as the first comment, I'm going to have a link to an ebook that I put together. Ebook's kind of a heavy term because it's really not that many pages. It's just a step-by-step guide on how to get hosting, how to get your domain name, how to hook it all up together, and then install WordPress. It sounds super complicated, and I guess technically it is a complicated process. However, it's all step-by-step. So if you are interested in setting up your own WordPress site, what you need to do is go down to the description box and I'll pin it as the first comment. In either of those two places, the link will take you over to my ebook. And no frills, no fuss. It just uses all the default stuff, but it will get you a website up and running very easily. And so as you go through, and if you have any questions, all you need to do is email me. I hope this has been helpful, guys. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below. Otherwise, please check out my next video and I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to check out that link, like and subscribe because it leaves like a little virtual tip because it keeps my video on the YouTube algorithm. All right, guys, take care. Bye.